As you can see, we have all of the pairs on the right hand side of the screen. And it's very important that on a weekly basis, we have our targeted watch list, which is why you hear me talk about having our top 6 every single week. Sometimes we have a top 10 because we have multiple opportunities, but it's important to understand, especially if you're new coming into Falcon or you may have been in Falcon for a while, to understand that when you have all of these currency pairs and throughout the week, you're going to be focusing on certain opportunities. It's very easy, and I mean, I'm guilty of it as well over the years, is I found myself clicking through all of the opportunities. I would want to see what's happening on Euro Pound, Aussie CAD, Aussie Swiss, etc. I'd literally be flicking through all of the pairs. And then what would happen is I would end up missing opportunities and then looking back and then seeing that set up, and I would see, oh, that looks so clear. I would have got into that, or I would have done this, would have done that. And then what I found that actually broke that and that helped me to focus on good opportunities is having a targeted watch list and then not worrying about what is going on here. And it's exactly why we have our top 6. By having our top 6, I know that I can focus on them, I can forecast them, I understand what structure they're in, I've done my analysis, and I know that these are the pairs that are going to provide me with the best opportunities that are targeted for the week ahead. Now understand that you only need 2 to 3 trades per week. So if you think about it, out of top 6, maybe a couple of more if you have a few wild cards and things that you want to focus on. But even out of that, it's very, very easy to be able to capitalize on 2 to 3 positions for the week, sometimes 4 or 5 if you're slightly more active within the markets, but the opportunity is there. And what I found is that with those opportunities, pretty much every single month, I would say 95 to 98% of the time, I will take trades that are within my top 6. It's very, very rare that I'll have a trade that I looked at was, let's say, a backup or a wild card, and then I take that. Very, very high percentage. And then what that does is it builds me with a lot of confidence and clarity that when I'm doing my other projects, for example, I'm focusing on property and all sorts of other projects, that I'm not thinking, oh, there's opportunity here, there, everywhere. I know that I've got my targeted watch list. I know that I've got my alerts. I know what's happening with those pairs. So by focusing on that, guys and girls, it's going to help massively.